My favorite book from every month in 2024. This was extremely hard, but I did manage to narrow it down to one book per month. January was Till Death by Miranda Lynn. I had the privilege of reading this very early. It's basically Kingdom of the Feared, not Wicked, meets Caraval, and it's a standalone. February was House of Flame and Shadow. People can say what they want, but I managed my expectations of this book and had a fantastic time. March was hands down Shardless. I owe Brittany everything for putting this on my radar. I have no idea how this book is not viral. The best way that I can describe it is Throne of Glass meets the Grishaverse, but different. I loved every single thing about this book. In April, Worthy of Fate. I took a chance on a book talk author and it paid off. This was an absolutely addicting story with gods, monsters, trials. Literally, you name it. It was amazing. May was Empire of Shadows. If you've been here for any amount of time, you've been hearing me scream about this book. If you like Brendan Fraser in The Mummy, the ancient civilization, the adventure, the romance, this book is for you. It has easily become one of my top books of 2024. June, I went with Acolyte. This is book 2 after Shardless. It was every bit as good as the first, and I need book 3 like I need my next breath. In July, Carissa Broadbent herself made it possible for me to read this book very early. The Songbird and the Heart of Stone is the third book in the Crowns of Nyaxia series, or the start of the second duet, however you want to look at it. And I think this is my favorite book that she has ever written. In August, I read Phantasma. What a wild ride. This was an absolutely addicting story, somewhere in the middle of fantasy, paranormal, and horror. But it worked. It has been all over Book Talk, and rightfully so. In September, I read Tomb of the Sun King. This is book 2 after Empire of Shadows. It has all of the goodness that I loved from the first book, but this time based in Egypt. October, I picked Fear the Flames. What a delectable story. It's romantasy with a bodyguard trope, and a queen hell-bent on getting back her dragons. My reaction to finishing this book was, what in the Game of Thrones just happened? November has to be House of Blight. This book does not come out until April, and I highly suggest you pre-order it. This has humans and fae done in a way I have never seen before. Every time I thought I knew where this book was going, I was wrong. Like, completely wrong. It was incredible through and through. December is All Is Found. If you know me, you know I love Frozen. And this is a book of short stories that add to the movies we love. It was released in celebration of Frozen's 10-year anniversary, and it is so good. But out of all of these books, I have picked 2 as my top reads of 2024. The Songbird and the Heart of Stone, and Empire of Shadows. These 2 books were phenomenal, and I highly recommend reading them. And with that, 2024 is a wrap.